Hello, welcome to the Freak Show. Bumpy McSquigums here. I want to thank you all for joining me as I continue with my Let's Play of Pillars of Eternity. We're on episode 22. And things are about to get real. But before they get real, we're going to go talk to good old Durrance and see what else he has to say.
If doubts and curiosity plague you, you're skidding your knuckles on the wrong door.
Tell me more about Magran. Oh, you know her. You must. He gives a bitter chuckle, then his tone evens out. She's a many-headed beach. Okay. What is your view on Magran?
Goddess, as fickle as they come, and with all the failings you'd expect of an empress and a whore. Too many eyes, too many wants, too much to hold on to. That's the failing of a god. More aspects than words to describe her, like most of them. A god with many nations to oversee, only serves to spread herself too thin.
Although flame rarely crosses twice, so perhaps that is the only truth she embraces. Who knows? Gods get greedy. When it comes to fire, fire is a god's hunger. What are her aspects? Durrance begins to count on his fingers, chanting it off. War transforms, fire consumes, trials purify, warfare, fire consuming, purification, and most of all transforming. Trials as well, but all things are put to test anyway. A trial can consume, purify, transform. They are all linked, although at its heart it is the flame, and the flame is what matters. It is the source of all things. Guess they should have started with that, eh? Any fool around a campfire knows that. Without flames, fire, we would have made little progress in the dark. To hear some of the inner fires tell it around the hearth and bellows, even in the halls of Ashfall, you'd think that fire brought life to man, and that fire was Magrain, or Magrain, that's fine. Some of the older texts say she rubbed her hands together and they burst into flame. Or another god shafted her like a poker. Really? There are different perspectives on her, then? Mine is only one sight among many. Durrance frowns, pauses, then his eyes take on an eager gleam. But here's one. I can speak to how the losing side sees her, and that should tell you enough. Let me speak to what Iderian sees. Okay, what does Iderian see? The Iderians have a proper, polite translation for her. Excellence in war, tactical discipline. He snorts. That's why they lost their effing colony, of course. They were properly still quoting that while properly instead of properly whatever they were properly still quoting that while we had them bent across the decks. All their guns and cannons are fine, but useless when your staff is crackling light into their skulls, dispensing red gifts left and right. Durrance's fist tightens as he laughs. Iderians call the elevation divine awareness. Those words are as welcome as crap on one's boots, and that's all they took back with them while they were running. He shakes his head. A lesson learned at the wrong time. Almost feel a pang of sympathy for them. Almost. A lesson? What do you mean? The title of a god isn't knowing a god. Adhering to words rather than walking the path. Testing yourself in the heat of it. Walk until the words are stripped away, and you feel it. Burning in your heart. That is the lesson. That Iderian politeness, that pretty adherence to the word of Scripture as they saw it, that burned their ships, scarred them, and kept them running throughout the Deerwood campaign. He snorts divine awareness. There is no true faith in waiting to be tested. The best in battle have already crapped themselves plenty, crapped themselves until they're dry and can focus on the killing. Okay, enough about Magran. I have other questions.
I suspect the answers will seed more questions.
Tell me about Magran. Keep troubling me, and I may extend the tithe bowl for each question. Enough questions for now. The road? Okay. There we go. So, let the road be something before a campfire. I don't know. I kind of skipped out on the last one. It seemed like he didn't want to talk anymore, and I wasn't going to push him any further. Alright, so something terrible is about to transpire, so let's see what that's all about. Okay, let's move. Oh, wow, I need to move more than just one person down, I think. Alright, we're going to go into sneaky stealth mode. I'm wondering if it would behoove me, because I assume there's going to be a fight breaking out. Maybe it would behoove me to retreat and then go back into battle? I don't know. I think I might try that. I'm just going to send one person up and then see if I can't run away. I might even use Headhunter with his ability to sprint. It might be a mistake, though. It might get him killed. I don't know. There's a lot of things that might happen here, guys. I'm not entirely certain what is going to happen. But all I can say is this. We're going to give it our best shot. I assume there's going to be combat, and I don't think it's going to end well for me if I just go in at it straight on.
Yeah.
So we're going to hope for the best. And we'll see how it all plays out, guys. Here we go. Okay, there's a favor to Barath, there's an archmage, a bodyguard, a paladin, 2 champions, an archer, and then Raedric himself. I assume this guy is probably a priest-like individual and probably our first target, followed closely by this guy, the archmage, and then probably the paladin. After that, it should be, I say should be, finger quotes, guys, relatively easy after that. Again, this is all a lot of assumption. I have no idea. We'll find out. Let him approach, flanked by a host of guards, all of whom regard you with mute hostility. Lord Raedric the Seventh observes you from his throne, clad in ornate plate. His eyes have a hollow quality. There is a pallor to the man's gaunt face that leaves his features showing stark against the dark and unkempt hair. There is a dagger discarded upon one stone arm of the throne. A thin crimson rivulet worms its way down the blade and past Raedric's fingers, even as he leans forward to regard you with a piercing gaze. Thought he'd be better looking, even with all the inbreeding. Though his face is calm, you notice Eddar's hand strained toward his weapon, as though with a mind of its own. It seems I have you to thank for the chaos spreading through my keep. I half expected some invading
It is
army.
unlike Kolsch to hire mercenaries, or foreigners for that matter. And you are not one of mine, so I cannot accuse you of treason.
Fair enough. Perhaps he ought to have considered such tactics sooner. You've made short work of my guards. His eyes narrow. They were good and loyal servants. Loyal to my coin, if not to me. They deserved a better fate than you gave them.
What has my cousin promised you? Some grand reward? If he had any resources to his name, he would not covet mine. And if he had any honor in him, he would not have tried this here, now, when I have lost so much.
Apparently, Kolsch is his cousin. Kolsch is your
yes.
cousin?
We are kin, he and I. He was raised within these walls, in fact, privy to all the privileges our family had to offer. But a greedy man always hungers after more than he receives, however bountiful. I was eldest, heir to the stewardship of our lands, and he was not.
Fair enough. The legacy brought chaos with it, panic and despair. Kolsch took advantage of that chaos, creating a division in our ranks, luring loyal men and women to his cause. Good men, good women. Raedric's gaze goes distant for a moment, and then he glances at you, his lip curls. He fled the keep in time to hole up in the wilds beyond the village, to play at being a commoner and court favor with the people. And while he plays at conqueror, the Vale suffers, families, traders, all. I do not have enough men to guard the roads and defend us from Kolsch's incursions both. My attention suffers, and so my governance, my family. Raedric breathes out through his nose. Nor can I make the effort necessary to bring about an end to the curse if we are beset at all hours by his traitorous plots. What have you lost?
There is a plague among us here in Gilded Vale. The legacy is but part of it. The rest is fear, heresy, perversion. Each incident alone is but the flicker of a candle, but together, a blaze that will destroy us.
Sounds bad. The legacy is a test of faith. It has driven many to madness. They cling to hollow promises, to dark and terrible things. Each lie permitted feeds the fire. Every whisper from preening charlatans to venom-tongued midwives. The words of false prophets, the promises of dead gods. He clenches a gloved
The flame
fist.
consumed her, my Ygritte, and our child with it.
So, what happened there?
Just sentence.
Okay. Ygritte knew. She hid the verses from me, the tokens. She knew what I would make of them. The scattered god poisoned her against me, made her deaf to my instruction. Only when our son was born, that hollow thing, that monster, then we both knew what her crimes had wrought. Raedric turned a baleful look upon you, jaw working, face flushed and splotchy with emotion. I could not stand. He brings up a hand suddenly toward his temple, obscuring his face. What does Kolsch know of sacrifice? He would indulge himself, let us succumb one by one and suffer Barath's punishment, until the final soul goes to its keeping, never to return, and Gilded Vale is but a barren land. You murdered your own wife and your child? I carried out the sentence. Would you have me give her to an executioner? In the Deerwood we see to our own justice. Raedric sits back in his throne, his knuckles white upon the armrest. And that thing, that silent aberration, that was not alive to kill. His dark eyes narrow. Keep your recriminations, trespasser. I have done my duty. Well, you know, Gilded Vale suffered under your rule. It deserves a better leader. Raedric makes a low huffing noise of disbelief. And you think Kolsch is that leader? What does he understand of what it means to be Thane? He has gathered a meager assembly of illiterate farmers and scavengers to himself, and sends these in suicidal actions against my guards.
You are a pawn in Kolsch's designs, and he has kept his motivations from you for a reason. I wonder if you understand what it is you do, or what you might accomplish if you were better informed. You have proven your competence in your way, and had I such an ally, we might together put an end to Gilded Vale's woes, lift the curse once and for all, and in doing so, return us to a life where such strict measures are not necessary.
Well, I'm willing to listen. What do you have in mind?
Good. The stakes are too high for rash action. Be assured Defiance Bay will hear of your assistance to me.
Yay. You are in a position to put a swift end to this rebellion. I have wasted too many resources on Kolsch, and paid the cost for it. Kill him and I can refocus my attentions upon this blight. Between the priest and my animancer we can determine a cure. My family will be the last to suffer for this legacy. I don't know, I think it's nice that someone's there to distract him from killing the rest of the town, even if they're not the best neighbors these days. He has doubtless attempted to ply you with lies, hoping to pull you to his side. He will permit you to approach him so that he might work upon you further, and then you will have your opportunity. Yeah, you are truly mad if you think I would ever help you.
So be it. May the twinned god take pity upon your splintered soul, and scatter it to the winds.
Alright, folks, I imagine a really, really bad Juju Magumbo is about to go down. So, in keeping that in mind, we're going to make a mad dash this way, as fast as humanly possible. And we're going to hope for the very, very best. Okay, so we found the Archmage. And he is definitely one of our top targets.
How may I help?
Okay, we're all going to move out.
Hey.
And try to knock him on his butt.
Yes.
This might have actually worked out exceptionally well. Looks like others are coming over.
Yes.
Yes?
Alright, hang in there, buddy. Hang in there. We're going to do this. Then I'm going to come over here. I'm going to consecrate right on top. I'm hoping that this works out. I don't know exactly what's going to go down here. I imagine it's not going to be great. Alright, so what are we going to do? We're going to go here with second level spells, and we're going to cast it right there on the Archmage. Fortunate, maybe we can actually drop him straight up. I'm not 100% certain or sold on this idea, though. Okay, well, what I think I want to do is switch over to this, and just charge in and murder this guy. Okay, so we are here. We're up against the favorite of Barath now.
What?
We have thrown quite a few spells out and about. We're going to throw one there. We're going to do like a Hadouken uppercut on this guy right here. Or I guess it would be a Shoryuken uppercut. Where is our priestess? She is right down there. She's already cast her spell. I think we're gonna do... repulsing seal, maybe? Okay. So he is down now. Oops, sorry guys, didn't mean to bring that up. I think I want everybody to focus on the fallen favorite of Barath. I think that is the healer, and if we can take him out, I think we'll be in pretty good shape.
Hey.
Alright, I'm going to throw this little fire dealy thing. And if we can drop him, I would be like exceptionally thrilled. I'm going to throw this light healing thing down here.
What?
I'm going to move a little bit closer over on this side. Okay, so we dropped all of them, and that is sweet, sweet nice. Throw this healing out. Champion of Barath is still going. I'm going to go see if I can't smack the archer. I'm going to try to get up over here.
Indeed.
We're going to slow down the game a little bit too. I think it's going a little bit too quick for me. Looks like we outran a lot of the nasty, so I'm pretty excited by that.
What?
Alright, we're going to throw some spiky stuff up on him over there. Then we're going to switch back over to Aloth, and we're going to try some magic missiles, maybe? Alright, the spikes, the magic missiles, and we gibbed him big time. 100% hardcore gibbation. What? Alright, so we're going to go here, throw a heal up on all of our boys.
Curse your eyes!
And we are going to drop the remaining champions of Barath. And it looks like pulling them back into this room was the right choice. I was looking at this for a while, guys. Like, I sat there, and before I ran up and did this, I went over and I'm looking, I'm like, there's so many guys there, I don't see how we could possibly fight it if we all walked up as a group. So, I came up with this plan. I had no idea whether it would work or not. I still am not 100% certain that it did work. It seems like it worked. Like, we seem to be doing pretty darn good at this point, but again, it's not over yet.
Yeah.
It is not over yet. I also think I'm going to probably switch him back to his pistol thing here, since we didn't really give that a fair shake. Alright, here we go. Raedric, a paladin, and the rest are coming.
Yes.
I'm going to try to engage Raedric. I'm going to sit off to the side with him and see if I can't maybe kill off the paladin next. Back up with him. I'm going to go at this with Chimera.
How may I help?
Scoot over here. Oh, no. The one that's too close on getting engaged in this. So let's see if we can't throw this out and do some damage.
What?
Okay, he is there. I can probably do a concentration circle here too, just to make sure that no pain and suffering happens. I don't know why I'm not engaged on him. I mean, I'm okay with it right now, but it's a little bit odd that we didn't actually get the engagement that I was looking for there. Okay, we're going to do that, and then I'm going to try this. I'm not sure what's going on, but there's a lot of fire and a lot of nasty looking stuff going on. We'll see if we can't drop the bodyguard. I think we're shooting... We'll focus the bodyguard first now, I guess. The trap has been triggered. There's a lot of pain and suffering going on. I'm going to throw some heals out that way. And where am I? I am right here. I'm going to throw my lay of hands on our boy. And there we go. Throw that out as well. And this bodyguard is down. So we're doing okay. I'm going to reposition myself in my chair here, guys. It's a little bit crazy. It is a little insane right now, I realize, guys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. It is not super great. I think I'm actually engaged. Yeah, I was a little bit there. Alright, I'm going to try to siphon some health out of these guys here. Let's see how this goes. Okay, Raedric is getting wrecked. The paladin is going down pretty rapidly. I'm going to use a big divine spell here. Okay, and... see if we can't finish this guy off with our pistol. One more shot, he should be down. And not quite. Not quite enough. And down he goes.
Leave it to me.
And now everybody gets to focus on Raedric himself. Good, this worked out. I was really hesitant about this. I did not know how this was going to play in the grand scheme of things. We still might not be out of the woods yet. I don't know if this is like the end of the world here or if there's going to be a lot more coming. I don't know. And we've done a lot of healing. He's actually pretty close to being in a lot of trouble still. Alright, we're going to throw another, hopefully relatively large heal up here. Okay, and there he goes. Down he goes, and it looks like victory will be ours. So we have defeated Raedric, and he is done. There's a giant two-handed sword named Justice, which is going to be going on Headhunter, like a boss. It's going to be sweet, sweet nice. Looks like just a bunch of random capes and things that we can go and throw in there. We're going to go back down here to where the... Oh, no, maybe we're not. So I have quite a bit I will need to do, like loot all those shiny bodies down there. I don't know about this guy. Kolsch, we heard that you moved against the keep, and yet we arrived too late. But a moment earlier, and I would have heard his dying breath. No matter. It is done. The tyrant is dead, and our village is free to move into a greater future. Gilded Vale owes you a great debt. I owe you a great debt. You have accomplished what I could not. Take what rewards you care to from Raedric's vaults. You have earned them twice over. Kolsch looks over the throne room, smiling. There is much to do. We must send word to the Earl. Okay, of course. Revoke the cruel laws that Raedric has instated. But do not think we will forget your assistance. You have brought about great change. Take pride. Everyone will remember this moment. Come, men, clear these bodies from the hall. With that, Kolsch strides eagerly toward the throne. Alright, well, I suppose we did what we had to do, and we were successful, and we got quite a bit of stuff. Okay, there's a few more bodies here. Ooh, another Spellwright's Tome. We'll toss that just up on him, since he's already got a few. And it looks like some more fine robes. I don't think anything else is really worth it. So, we'll throw all that into our inventory there. And I guess... Was there... Well, the journal got updated, so let's take a look at that. And is it done? Yeah, it looks like it is done. Okay. Okay, spend time traveling. Durrance says he and I are meant to travel together and that we could teach one another. He's a man of many words who seems to raise more questions than he answers, but if I travel the road long enough with him, perhaps I may discover something worth learning. Alright, well, let's head up here and nice and slow-like and see what's up. Well, there's a rogue, a wizard, a priestess, and an archer. Forgive me, my friend, but there is much to do, but we will not forget what you have done for us. Gilded Vale has a great guardian in you, and I hear your name spoken often. Be proud, my friend. Alright, well, I've looted the crap out of this place, so I don't know what exactly he wants me to help myself to. Is this place going to open up for me? I mean, is that a thing? What's going to happen? Sorry, guys, I keep clearing my throat. I don't know what's going on. I feel like I'm dying a horrible death. Oh, now the door works. Okay, that's weird.
What is it?
Okay, well, I suppose we'll run around with... Wow, we have 123 health and 100 endurance. That's pretty cool. So that still worked out. Alright, Durrance, come over here, buddy. That worked out so well, guys. I bet I got really lucky. I bet that was actually a pretty difficult fight. We just got real lucky with that item. That's the only thing I can think of. Like, had I not backed up, I can't fathom how difficult that fight would have been. Because I would have been tied up. Because you guys saw how far I had to get. I had to get, like, in here before he would trigger. Which meant there were two people on either side that were melee that would have just tied all my people up. I would have never been able to get to the back lines to deal with the Archmage or the Priest guy. So, yeah, we got lucky. We got real lucky, I think. Exactly the same as in the last episode. Okay. Some more books. We have a lot of books that we'll have to read as well eventually, guys. So, bear that in mind. Alright, well, I think that's about it. I mean, I'm pretty sure we've looted just about everything. Where does that take me to? To the dungeon laboratory? To the courtyard. Yeah, I guess that's it. So let's go to the courtyard, I guess, and we're done with this area, and we get to move on to the place that we should have been. This was like a little side quest for us. I mean, maybe it was part of the main quest, I don't know, but we were supposed to head to Cade something another to talk to some old dude that was going to teach us things that we needed to know. I have no idea. Something along those lines. That's the Reader's Digest version of it. That's where Eder wants me to go. Whoa, there's a lot of people out here that don't want to kill me anymore. Yeah, this would have been a really, really difficult fight. Like, this would have been pretty tough. So, can we steal things, or is everybody going to get upset? Like, how does this work? Oh, apparently I can take things down. Nobody cares. Alright, cool. Some meat. What is this? The air in the stable is heavy with bat dung. Well, that doesn't sound very pleasant. Doesn't sound very pleasant at all. Yeah, I'm kind of glad we skipped this fight. This would have been almost as nasty as the other one. Rainwater, twitching with tiny larvae, sloshes in the barrel. Lovely. Yes, let's have some drinking water, shall we? Give me a spoonful of that. Mmm. No thanks. No thanks. I think I'll pass up on that. What is this? Where does this take me? Let's see. To the lower ramparts. I'm pretty sure I dealt with the... Well, let's go see where it actually takes me in the lower rampart. Oh, okay. Oh, we will definitely take those things. And then that is... Okay. I could have definitely killed those guys. That wouldn't have been a big issue. Yep. That's right. I can loot anything with reckless abandon. That's right. You guys have to bow down and worship me. For I am man, the pointy tip of the food chain. That's right. That's right. That's how I roll. Alright, this is probably going to end very poorly for me, so... Let's prepare for the murder death traps. There's nothing over here, no?
I can do that.
Yay, we're heroes. Ooh, a nice shield. Aloth, take the good shield, and be happy, and be merry. Ooh, oh, fine breastplate with less damage reduction. Well, and then we have some brigandine armor. Okay. Well, I think the shield is going to end up going on, maybe on me, because I have a door. I have a freaking door as my shield right now. I'm just saying, you know, I should probably aim a little bit higher. Alright, let's actually compare them. The door is 16 deflection, 8 accuracy. The door grants bash. Not sure what that means. This one grants a bonus deflection. So maybe I won't swap that over. However, he could definitely use with a new shield. Where did it go? There it is. Alright. Bam. And it's a shinier looking shield as well. And she's already got a large shield as well. Okay, cool. So yeah, we have a lot of equipment that we should be like billionaires by the time this is done. Like, we should just have tons and tons of cash money at this point. Because there is no way that this much inventory isn't going to translate to something. I mean, that is a lot of stuff that we got out of this place. Like, we are super, well, I say we're super rich. I don't really know. But to me, it would appear that we're like ridiculously well-to-do at this point. Just saying. I'm just saying. Alright, folks, and with that, I don't really know what to do at this point. I mean, it's kind of worked out really well for us. Really well. I guess we'll head back down and we'll see if we can't leave this place. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't try to cross the bridge. I was really anticipating doing that earlier. I was like, and I decided not to. It was the right call. It was definitely the right call. That would have been a real tough fight. Depending on how many I pulled at a time, but still, it looked like there was at least 2 groups of, like, pretty significantly large amounts of nasty. Alright, we can go down here to the compass, we can go to the bridge, or we can go over here to the place that we're supposed to go, Cade Nua. I'm leaning toward, where are we? We're at Raedric's Hold right now. I'm leaning toward maybe going back to Gilded Vale and selling some stuff. So perhaps I'll do that, and we'll log off. Or we'll log off. We'll break off the episode. I'm actually done. This is the last episode I'm recording. Break off the episode here at the blacksmith's before we sell everything, and then, yeah, we'll do that in the next episode.
Suppose we could rest a spell.
You really do get tired a lot. I hope you level up again soon, man. Also, I'm kind of curious. How close are we to leveling? We're not really that close with him. About the same with him. She's only a level 3. These guys are both level 4. She's level 3. He's also level 3. He's level 4 and he's level 4. So our other characters that we created are not anywhere near as strong as the other characters that we had with us that are named. Anyhow, we're going to go in here into the wonderful Blacksmith of Doom, and we're going to break off the episode. Hopefully you guys had a lot of fun. I did. That was a tough fight. I'm glad it worked out as well as it did. It had the potential to go really, really south, and, well, we survived it, and quite well, I might add. And, yeah. So, in the next episode, we'll sell to Tanu, and then we will go over to probably the place that we're supposed to do, and we'll advance the storyline a bit more. And then we'll see about the other places. Maybe they'll send us back to the other places. Maybe we had to come back here and do this. And now that we've done this, maybe it'll help us advance further. I'm not sure. But that's going to do it, guys. I will see you tomorrow with more Pillars of Eternity. Thanks for stopping by here at the Freak Show. And until then, my name's Bumpy McSquigums, and I will see you later.